be on time. Sorry for that. First of all, a very warm good morning to all my students. Once again, I'm back with the live streaming on YouTube, especially for the students of class 12 commerce. And the name of the unit is Accounting Ratio from part A, unit 2. Well, in the previous video, I have discussed regarding the definitions of accounting ratio. If you haven't gone through my previous video, kindly go to the previous video and try to clarify all the doubts. Well, the definitions of accounting ratio is it is a mathematical expressions that shows the relationship between the various items, groups of items shown in the financial statement. When ratios are calculated on the basis of accounting informations, they are called accounting ratio. It means when any mathematical value, for example, this is a value 10:5, this is a value, okay, and the formations of value in this way are known as ratio. Now we must remember that the ratios are always converted into the lowest form, that is 5 into 2, your ratio will be 2:1. So this is called an accounting ratio. The next, in the previous video, we have discussed the classifications of accounting ratio. The accounting ratio are classified into various forms, and we have discussed the first classifications, that is accounting ratio. Now what is the definitions of accounting ratio? These ratios establish the relationship between the current asset, remember the word current asset, and the current liabilities, and is used to assess the short-term financial positions of the business concern. It means business organizations. Current ratio of 2:1 is considered as to be ideal. You must remember that the ideal current ratio is always 2:1. Always try to convert the value from 0 to 2. Now what is the meaning of current asset? Current asset are those assets which can be easily converted into cash within a short period of time. Okay, current asset are those assets which can be easily converted within the business operating cycle. So this is the definitions. Let us move to the another definitions of current liabilities. Current liabilities are a company's short-term financial obligations. Now when we talk about obligation, it is the responsibility of the companies to pay back all the amount that they have taken from the different sources. Maybe the business may take money from banks, from individual, from any external sources. So it is the obligations, it is the responsibilities of any business concern to pay back all the dues that they have taken from the various external sources. So before any declarations of dividend, okay, dividend to the various shareholder, the company has to pay all the current liabilities to the external sources. Now let us know the formula of current ratio. Current ratio is equal to current asset by current liabilities. The students will have to remember this formula. And what are the various items that include in current asset? First we have like sundry debtors, second we have got stock, third we have cash in hand, cash at bank, prepaid, short-term securities, marketable securities, bills receivable, and inventories. So these are the particular items that includes in current asset. The student will have to remember all the items that include in current asset. As per my understanding and my concern, the questions paper that often we get in the examinations are based on all those items. It means only those items will be included in the current asset. Next we have current liabilities. Now what are the various items or particulars that include in current liabilities? First we have sundry creditors, second we have bills payable, third we have tax payable, outstanding expenses, bank overdraft, trade creditors, income received in advance, dividend payable, provisions for income tax. Already I have discussed all those topics in the previous video. Please go and watch the previous video that I have uploaded on my channel. Now let us go to the various questions that we have solved in the previous videos. We have solved 2015 questions paper, how to calculate current ratio. Apart from this, we have solved 2016 questions paper, how to solve current ratio, but we have not solved how to find a liquid ratio. So in this video we are going to solve how to find the liquid ratio from the various questions. Next, we have solved regarding the current ratio, how to find current ratio. Let us identify which are the items that include in current asset. This is a current asset, stock is a current asset, prepaid is a current asset, sundry creditors is a current liabilities, bank overdraft is a current liabilities, interest payable is a current liabilities, debenture does not include, building is a fixed asset. So you apply the formula, we know that current ratio is equal to current asset by current liabilities. Just place all the value of current asset, then you will get the value of current ratio. Please go and watch in the previous video. Now let us solve the new questions. This question was asked in the year 2013. From the following informations, you are asked to find the current ratio. As we know that the formula for current ratio is equal to current asset by current liabilities. Now we need to understand what are the various items that include in current asset. Current asset is equal to, we know that inventory is a current asset, debtors is a current asset, cash is a current asset, creditors is a current liabilities, bills receivable is a current asset, advance tax paid is a current asset, bills payable is a current liabilities, bank overdraft is a current liabilities, debenture does not include, and accrued interest is a current asset. So these are the items that you have to place under current asset. First we have inventories plus debtors plus cash plus bills receivable plus advance tax plus accrued interest. Okay, so these are the items that include in current asset. Now place the value of all those items. Inventory we have 55,000 plus debtors we have 40,000, we have cash 37,000, we have bills receivable 20,000, advance tax paid we have 4,000, and at last we have accrued interest 4,000. Now sum up all the values. 55 into 40 you get 95 plus 37 we have 120, 132 plus 20, 152 plus 8 you will get it 160. It means the current asset value is 1,60,000. Now let us find current liabilities. The value of current liabilities are creditors plus bills payable plus bank overdraft. Okay, creditors we have 48,000, we have bills payable 28,000, bank overdraft 4,000, and the total value will be 40, 50, 60, 70, 76 plus 4, 80. The current liabilities value is 80,000, and we know that current asset or current ratio is equal to current asset by current liabilities. Now put the value of current asset, that is 1,60,000 by 80,000. Okay, reduce the value of 0 and you will get it 16 by 8, and we get 8 into 2, 16 is equal to 2:1. Therefore the current ratio is 2:1. So this is the final answers. Let us move to the another questions. This questions was asked in the year 2014. Calculate acid test ratio from the following. Now the students need to remember that acid test ratio is equal to liquidity ratio oblique and quick ratio. It means acid test ratio, liquid ratio and quick ratio, all these are synonymous to each other. It means they are same. Okay, although the names are given different, but they are same. Sometimes they may ask you to find acid test ratio, or sometimes they may ask you to find liquid ratio instead of acid test ratio, or sometimes they may ask you to find quick ratio instead of acid test ratio. It means all these names are synonymous to each other. Now for the formula of acid test ratio, the formula is liquid asset by current liabilities. Now what are the various items that include in liquid asset? Liquid asset is equal to current asset minus prepaid minus stock minus inventories. Okay, so it means all the items of current asset except prepaid, stock and inventories are not included in liquid asset. Okay, so what are the various items that include in liquid asset? Like we have cash, we have debtors, bills receivable. Okay, these are the items that include in liquid asset. And for current liabilities, as it is. Okay, in current liabilities, all the items that has been given in the previous videos are included in current liabilities. Now let us solve it. As we know that the value of current asset is 50,000. Put the value of 50,000 out here, minus what is the value of prepaid, that is 1,000, minus what is the value of stock, that is 14,000. we don't have inventories, so 50,000 minus 15,000, you are going to get 35,000. So this is the value of current this is the value of liquid asset. Now current liabilities value is 20,000. they have given out here. Current liabilities of rupees 20,000. Current liabilities include bank overdraft. It means in this value bank overdraft is also included. Okay, so you don't have to deduct the value of bank overdraft because current liabilities include the bank overdraft, bills payable, tax payable. So sometime instead of giving bank overdraft, they may give current liabilities include bills payable. It means you don't have to do anything, you have to write as it is. Now place the formula, that is acid test ratio is equal to liquid asset by current liabilities. Now what is the value of liquid asset? That is 35,000. Put the value 35,000. And what is the value of current liabilities? That is 20,000. 30. We have 35 by 20. 5 7 4. Then reduce it. 1.47, 28 and 4 5. So you will get it 1.75 by 1. It means the current ratio will be 1.75:1. Sorry, the acid test ratio will be 1.75:1. So this is the final answer. Now let us move to the next questions. Calculate liquid ratio from the following informations. This questions was asked in the year 2019. As we know that liquid ratio formula is liquid asset by current liabilities. Now what are the various items that includes in liquid asset? Already I have said that stock does not include in liquid asset. It includes debtors is a liquid asset, bills receivable is a liquid asset, advance tax paid is not a liquid asset, it is a prepaid, cash is a liquid asset, creditors is a current liabilities, bills payable is a current liabilities, machinery is a fixed asset, bank overdraft is a current liabilities, and debentures does not include. So let us write all the items that include in liquid asset. First we have debtors, second we have bills receivable, third we have cash. Okay, that's all for liquid asset. Now let us put all the value. Debtors 80,000, bills receivable 10,000, cash 30,000. We get 80, 90 and 120. The value of liquid asset is 1,20,000. We have now current liabilities. Current liabilities is equal to creditors plus bills payable plus bank overdraft. Put the value of creditors, that is 60,000, bills payable 40,000, and at last bank overdraft we have 4,000. So we get a value of 1,04,000. We know that liquid ratio is equal to liquid asset by current liabilities. Now put the value of liquid asset, that is 1,20,000 divided by 1,04,000. Reduce the value of 30, then we get a value of 120 by 104, 4 3 12 4 2 8 4 6. We get here 2125 2123. It means we get a value of is equal to, what is the value? That is 15:13. Okay, you need to reduce this value in the form of lowest. What is the value? Try to reduce the value in the lowest form. Divide 15 by 13. You will get it 1.15 is to 1. 1.15 is to 1. So this is the liquid ratio value. We'll move to the next questions. From the following details, calculate current ratio and liquid ratio. Already we have figured out the value of current ratio. Now we will figure out the value of liquid ratio. We know that liquid ratio is equal to liquid asset by current liabilities. Now what are the value for liquid asset? Liquid asset is equal to machinery is a fixed asset, debentures does not include, bank overdraft is a current liabilities, sundry creditors is a current liabilities, a stock does not include, prepaid does not include. It means liquid asset has got only one value, that is sundry debtors. Okay, put the value of sundry debtors, that is 1 lakhs, and we have current liabilities is equal to bank overdraft plus sundry creditors plus. Alright, we have got only two items. Now put the value of bank overdraft, that is 20,000, and we have sundry creditors, that is 76,000. It means what is the value? 96,000. And liquid ratio formula is liquid asset by current liabilities. Now put the value of liquid asset, that is 1 lakhs divided by 96. 3030 cancel. We get here 100 by 96, cancelled it. 4 into 2 8, 4 5, 4 to the 8, 4 4 16. We had a value of 25 by 24. Therefore the current ratio value is 25:24. So this is the final answers.